Hey everyone, SillyCat2 here, welcome back for more Cave Story. In the last episode, we beat the island core and got to this house in the waterway. Let's lay up the screen. Why don't you take a rest? Okay, do you want to rest? In this episode, we're going to be fixing up Curly. She isn't moving, but it looks like she's still alive. Words light up the screen. You know, I often record what I learned in that notebook. Alright, let's check the bookcase. We find nothing of interest. There's a notebook covered in dust. Do you want to open a notebook? Surface-developed robots have limitations on their operation underwater. Yeah, really. If they are submerged for too long a period, their system automatically shuts down to avoid short-circuiting. The following is a description of a proper method of caring for a flooded robot. You learned how to treat flooded robots. Alright, let's drain the water out of Curly. Do you want to drain the water from Curly? Yeah. You broke Curly's water! How dare you! You're alive! Oh, I'm so glad! I didn't think we were gonna make it. Once you fell unconscious, I couldn't think of any other way. Looks like my air tank worked just like I'd hoped. She fell sound asleep. Appears that it takes some time to reboot. Do you want to leave her here? No. Alright, now that we've done that, we can keep going through a waterway. If you miss that jump, Curly's gonna shut down permanently some point along the waterway. You want to avoid that. Because if she dies, you won't be getting the Iron Bond later in the game. Anyway, tonight I'm probably only going to be recording 2 episodes because I gotta go to New York City tomorrow for the challenge. This is going to be round 4, and I'm kind of excited. Something's coming. Alright, we'd better switch to missiles. I said missiles. Oh wow, I don't have nearly as many missiles as I thought I did. Alright, the blade then. I'm gonna try and do... Alright, never mind, I'm not avoiding damage. Just avoiding enough damage to avoid getting killed. Alright, what the heck, Polar Star. It does enough damage if you spam X. Alright, I'm gonna want to get every missile I can find. Just so killing this guy gets that much faster. Alright, I think 5 missiles should be enough. For now, anyway. Who am I kidding? That was terrible. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I just leveled down my missiles. Jeez, if I'm this bad at shoot 'em ups, I'd hate to have to play Touhou or something. You and Owen would kill me, and then there would be none. Hey, where's Curly going? This isn't good. Yeah, maybe I should start over now. Let's keep going. We'll find her eventually. In the meantime, we gotta keep going through the egg corridor. We're gonna go to the egg corridor. Huh? Hey, a teleport. It's Booster! He didn't die! Because we didn't talk to him! That defies all logic! Only you, I see. Doctor has acquired the red flowers. The island's Migas have all fallen into his hands, so the tragedy has become inevitable. I should have allowed at least Sue to escape when I had the chance. Got the Booster 2.0! Please, heed my last request. If you see Sue again, I want you to take her and flee this island. That girl is Sakamoto's daughter, and she never wanted to come here in the first place. But we couldn't leave the child all alone, so she had no choice but to come along with us. I beg you, take that girl with you and flee. Alright. We will. But first, I got a spur to get. The Booster 2.0 allows for flight in every direction, which will make it very useful in the Sanctuary. But we're not going to the Sanctuary, we're just going back to the first cave to pick up the spur, as soon as I get up there. There we go. And as you can see, it goes a lot farther and faster than the Booster 0.8. Ow. That was stupid. Alright, say goodbye to the Polar Star. Whoops. That was dumb of me. Yeah, we already read this back in, like, part X. I don't know what part X... Solved for X people who were watching this, because I don't really remember. In any case, I think I've pretty much decided what I'm going to be Let's Playing after Cave Story, but I'm not going to tell you guys right now. You gotta think of hints first, you know? Anyway, this is it, the Polar Star. Works just as well as it did in the easy run. Personally, I just like to spam X instead of charging it up. I only charge it up during bosses and when I'm fighting enemies with a lot of HP. So let's get the heck out of here and move on to the egg corridor. Let's go. And check it out, you can get downwards boosting. Where's the logic in that? I guess it helps in some places though. Gonna heal and save real quick. And let's get going. To the egg corridor. And we can also go to Labyrinth now that Booster's connected to two places. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's a couple things we can get into Egg Corridor now. Though we have both the Spur and the Booster. I mean, not the Egg Corridor, the Labyrinth. So let's go. This is Labyrinth B. Alright, let's go. As you can see, the Spur obliterates these guys. Even if you just charge it up a little bit. That door up there is our target. So that's where we're going to be going. These items that I'm getting aren't going to be very useful now. Aren't going to be very useful, but I have to get them just for the sake of 100% completion. Empty. What do you mean it's empty? Wait a second. No, I don't have it. Oh, you know what? The save I got must have, the save file I used when I was having troubles back in episodes 12 and 13 must have already gotten that item. Alright, it's the arms barrier, and it prevents you from losing too much experience when you take damage. It's a pretty useful item to have if you aren't using the Spur, and even if you are, it protects other items like the machine gun. not the machine gun, missile launcher. It does protect the machine gun, but obviously you can't have that if you're using a spur. Alright. And if you go to the Labyrinth shop... Here, this is the Labyrinth shop. It's sad to say we got Burgle Alive back in our things. Alright. And since we have the spur, he gives us the Whimsical Star. The Whimsical Star I'll explain in the next episode. This teleporter doesn't have any power apparently, so I guess I'll be seeing you in the next episode. So long.